Which do volcanoes and missile strike include in overall? Volcanoes include a jet designed at the heaven, and missile strike include a jet designed at the land, explains Steve McNutt, a geosciences prof at the College of Southward Florida in Tampa. It explains why he and fellow Dr. Glenn Thompson established the toolkit usually utilized to research eruptions at the renowned Kennedy Area Center. Comparing the various types of rumblings could give new insights. In the instance of missile strike, the crew thinks his seismometers and infrasound, cheap frequency acoustical wave propagation detection might potentially be utilized by the area companies as a various kind of diagnostics instrument, to superior know the productivity of his vehicles, or maybe as a way to identification rocket technology in flying. In the instance of volcanoes, the concept is to get the training session scientific at Kennedy and penalty tune the algorithms utilized to construe which is event in an ejection. It might though be probable to evolve system how offer previous warnings of several of the hazardous wreckage fluid related in volcanoes. It all begun very as a way to testing and gauge our machinery, says Glenn. We don't include any volcanoes in southward Florida, apparently. But Kennedy stipulated several powerful source, and it as well gave our guys the prospect to find out how to expand stations and job in the information. The crew has now written the earthquake and acoustical signals radiating of on a half a dozen missile strike. Largest include been related in launches, a few include been associated to which are named statical flame tests, in that the engines on a sandwiched car are brief ignited to verify they are flying ready. But maybe the largest enchanting occasion seized so far was the SpaceX pad blast in September 2016. The saw a Falcon 9 missile afflict a disastrous fail as it was creature spurred. For sample, they detected more than rather than 150 individual submarine events in the infrasound above the year of 26 protocol. These were potential person storage tank, tubular products, or some parts rupture in flames. Of year, the SpaceX blast was an extraordinary incident, and it is the more than usual operation how largest interests the crew. And several precise patterns are start to come in his research of potential downward volcanoes. As the missile gets high and accelerates, we see a reduction in the rate in the infrasound, how's mainly a Doppler change since the resource is driving off of us, says Steve. Or later you get a connection of the alarm in the air in the land and the produces earthquake wave propagation written on the seismic detector, as we get several overall features among the infrasound and the seismic detector, but later where's a slight division of the power among the couple. Where is a lot yet to find out, but the couple believe they can differentiate the various types of missile strike, to speak a gerfalcon of an Saturn of a estuary. Where are thin but considerable divergences in his spectrum signing, that nearly surely represent his clear designs and modes of transactions. Wherever in special the missile strike could include manual for volcanic mountain tracking is in description driving source. A missile is a really so understood natural trial. Its properties and parameters, such as the amount of the jet hole, the traction, the path, and the range, are all exactly named. The associated earthquake and acoustical signals should thus be as templates to assist decrypt several of the features of eruptions how stake such behaviors. Nice examples of fast motion in the volcanic mountain installation are the big massive surges of pyroclastic fluid, downward clouds of hot ashes/rock, and lahars, dirt/ash avalanches. And purpose of the crew is to enhance seismic detector and infrasound system characteristic of these hazardous phenomena. They could conduct to helpful alerts creature ship to human beings who dwell about volcanoes. Arrogant you can discover a few secure places to put yours tool how are sensibly shut, thou d get yours preliminary precautionary, told Steve. Which thou d be making later is receive the period and the force of the alarm and later observer it develop to drawing out that line he's departure. If you can do how effectively later you can prediction in a pair of protocol in preliminary real love lahars and pyroclastic fluid tail race. Glenn added, I treated on same Caribbean Isle of Montserrat for the meltdown of 1995 to 2011, and we did include a vestigial framework, though later, for monitoring the pyroclastic thickness currents upcoming downward the slopes of the volcanic mountain. It wasn't rather a actual time annex, but we expect in the type of job how we can enhance such algorithms and do them more than of an automatic alarm signal framework. The machinery at Kennedy has been interim, but the crew is looking for a constant install. Love all. Glenn and Steve are especially looking striker to the start of SpaceX's Falcon hard car in the new year. The hard should make almost 23 meganewtons of traction at raise off, more than rather than any missile in transactions present. It is certainly to do for several exciting earthquake and infrasound signals.